Oh, man. Welcome back to the Gray Space. I'm Zeke. That is Dre.
Yeah, bird.
And we back with another file one for you guys this week.
Subscribe to become part of the tribe. Do us right. Hit that like and comment because you're loving the content. Now, make sure y'all are subscribing and liking and leaving comments. That's all I'm going to say. I'm going to leave it at that. Please. Love y'all. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell another friend. The Gray Space is back again.
That's right.
No, man, we are back in the building. We actually physically never left, but y'all know what we mean. Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, I guess we just gonna get right into it.
Let's get into it,
bro.
Let's get into it.
I got a question.
All right.
I got a question. I don't know which one I'm going to ask.
You've been debating this too hard, dude, man.
Oh, man. You know what? We just going to do this live, man.
Let's do it.
We're going to do this live. So, I have two subjects I want to talk about. One is kind of a financial one. The other one is a dating one. I'm going to go to an app in my phone that is a coin flipping app. I use this all the time. I don't necessarily keep loose change on you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I have this app. It's a flip a coin app. You know what I mean? It makes a lot of decisions for your boy.
So what's heads, what's tails?
So heads, we're going to do dating.
Okay.
Tails, financial. This is all right now. This is really happening.
Yep. Let's do it.
Let's
Flipping
see.
the coin.
I'm flipping it. It's tails.
Tails. Yes, it
You
is.
see it?
Yes,
Okay.
it is.
We see it for the streets.
There you go.
For the
There you
streets.
go.
You know what I'm saying? We doing financial. All right, cool. Has the bag become more important than the purpose? Has the bag become more important than the purpose? And does the purpose mean anything without the bag? Two-parter.
Okay.
So for those who don't understand what I'm saying, the bag is getting to the money, getting the bread, getting the bacon, if you will. And the bag has become everybody, as long as and this has been a statement that has been said a lot lately. As long as you got the bag,
Right.
as long as if you got if the bag is there, and sometimes the bag it's a distraction. It could be a distraction.
Right.
Some things are not worth losing the purpose
Right.
of getting the bag. But we know in entertainment, we know in jobs and just regular career fields, you know what I'm saying? Whether it's the grocery store, whether it's the casino, whether it's a doctor, lawyer, whatever, sometimes the bag will make you lose sight of the purpose, no matter what.
I think that actually
So
happens.
has it always been more important? Is it more important than the purpose?
No.
And does the purpose mean anything without the bag?
Okay. So let's tackle this.
Let's break it down.
I think the purpose is always more important than the bag, dude.
Okay.
Obviously, you want to make money. Whatever you're doing, however you're hustling to make money.
Right.
That we have to. You know, no matter what society you're living in, you got to make some sort of money to at least
You need some
clothe,
chips.
feed,
Yeah.
and have a roof over your head. And you know, and sometimes you ain't lucky enough to have some of those. You know, and it's
maybe not any of those.
and it's unfortunate. So, but I think the purpose is always more important
Okay.
than getting the bag. Dude.
Okay.
This has been something that I've thought about quite often, right? I think we do because our society is a lot about to do with money, right?
It is.
And again, it's an unfortunate thing in the sense of like just to have housing and food and, you know,
Right. Right.
clothes on your back type of thing.
Yeah, that's why.
It's a trip, right? It almost sucks, dude. To be straight up with you, man.
Yeah.
Like it just kind of sucks. But I get like, oh, okay, because but if I make a little bit of extra money, man, then I can buy, a nice, TV or whatever. You know what I mean? Like whatever that is, whatever that looks like to you. But again, okay, so the purpose. I think the purpose is way more important, man.
Whatever your purpose is.
Because I think the purpose is, for whatever your purpose is.
Yeah.
Is if you're going to do something, please do it so you're going to be happy doing that thing.
That's a fact.
Because I'm going to tell you, dude, and people should know this already, but I find it that it might be 50-50, it might be 60-40, I don't know. Mm. But people chase something and then are always miserable. Not always, but miserable chasing something.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So no matter what it is, man, it could be, chasing the corporate ladder somewhere, whatever that looks like to you. You know what I mean?
Right.
Retail, any corporate place, insurance,
whatever.
Anything, bro. And then they're like, that wasn't worth it. Doing all that just to make, I'd rather be making $50,000 a year than $100 at this point.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
I was happier being there because I had free time. I could go out and I can, I think that is way more important. I think we put too much importance on money anyways.
Yeah.
Again, I got to say this, dude, because I'm not saying to go get it. I think everybody should have the opportunity and the ability to go get the bag, whatever that looks like to you.
The bag is necessary.
It is a necessary thing.
Right.
But my advice would be, if you were going to ask me my advice, don't just chase a bag just to go chase a bag.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Do something that you love to do. Money should follow in some sort of regard, right?
It should.
It should, right?
What if it doesn't, though?
Then you're going to have to shift. You have to shift.
So the purpose. So the purpose. At the end of the day, the purpose means nothing without the bag.
Right. I mean, you got to do.
And when I say the purpose, I'm not talking about
But see, your purpose might not. Okay, so your purpose you might have a goal in the sense of I want to become a doctor,
right,
or a lawyer, something very traditional,
right,
in that sort of sense. But you have to go work a retail job, or you have to go work at McDonald's. You have to, dude.
Mm-hmm.
That's not going to make you happy necessarily, but you have to do that to get to where you want to be.
Right.
You know what I mean? But then on the flip side of that, so you're working your whatever, part-time, full-time job, whatever it is, and it sucks retail. We've all done it. We've all worked in shitty places, and sometimes retail's good, sometimes it's not, just depending on where you're at.
Right.
The key is to that is the people that you're around.
Right.
In my opinion on that. But to get to, it might be the point. So you do all that, right? You work and you finally get to become a lawyer or a doctor. And you're like, bro, I spent all that time and I'm not happy, but I'm making $250,000 a year, $300,000. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
So then that wasn't their purpose then.
But you don't know. We are so good at convincing ourselves that something is right for us until we get there and we go, oh, we weren't right about that.
But okay, so
you know what I mean? So you're saying your purpose is that's a tough question to answer for anybody, right?
Okay.
I really believe that's unless I think a lot of people are in the dark about themselves.
Okay, fair enough.
You know what I mean? Because you can have an idea. I'll take you and me, for example. Music, right? That was always been our dream to do music, right? And it's still, I love it. And I would never give it up in the sense of but to make money and a purpose for you and me, I am speaking for both of us because I kind of know because we've talked about stuff like this.
We done been through the trenches
Our
together.
purpose shifted.
Yeah.
I thought music was the way to go to get the bag.
Right.
it's not our purpose anymore to go get the bag.
The-
We shifted.
Right.
You know what I mean? So we told ourselves for how many years, music is the way to get the bag.
Okay, fair enough.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
And it's like, hold up, pump the brakes.
You're enlightening me. Enlightening me.
Yeah, hold up, pump the brakes. Let's course correct.
Okay.
And let's tell me if I'm wrong. What we're doing now, this podcast, is not more satisfying than music is.
The facts.
For why? Like, because we love music, bro. Like, love it. Like, I don't know if people understand how much you and I love music.
Yeah.
I love it. But I've tricked myself again, saying, ooh, the bag. Ooh, the purpose, right? And going, nope, now it's a hobby of mine.
Okay.
In more of a sense, right?
Okay.
I'll never give it up. That's why I say that, because I don't want it to be a job. I'd rather this that we're doing right here to be the job and the purpose for us to go get the bag. Now, even if the bag looks like to us $5,000 a year, okay. Like for now, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like that's okay, because I'm happy.
Right.
I'm happy about what we're doing.
Right.
This makes me happy about
So
what we're doing.
So okay, all right. I'm with you. I'm picking up what you're putting down. You know what I'm saying? As,
all right.
as the old people used to say, I'm picking up what you're putting down, player. Okay. So my thing is, I think the bag, I don't personally believe this. This is not my personal beliefs. Okay. But I think in society, the bag has become far more important.
Oh, 100%.
Far more
That
important.
is so true. Yes. That's
Right?
a very true statement. Yes.
And therefore, because, okay, so I'm gonna bring it back. I'm gonna bring it back a little bit. So for many years, and I understand times evolve, things change as you know, as society changes and technology changes, so therefore does culture and life and whatever, right? Like we, at one point we didn't have real hospitals for sick people to go to. Now people can go. And at one point, if you had a problem with your brain, that was it. At one point, if you had a tumor, if you had cancer, there was nothing. You know what I mean? Like, so there's always, as things change and things get better, so does life, right? But I also think that we've gotten away from a society that has a middle class. I think the middle class is starting to become highly irrelevant, or the number has changed. Maybe the number has changed for what the middle class is, right? And for what the working middle class is.
Right.
And so therefore, the way we think about money is totally different. Prices are rising. Wages are not even remotely closely. Doesn't matter. I don't, give me a fucking state. Give me a state, right? Maybe like Texas, Florida, where there's no state taxes, shit like that, right? But the wages don't even compare to the way that the cost of living is rising here in the United States. And so therefore, we are so focused on the money. We've always been focused on money. We've always needed money to live. People worked in the fucking factories and you know, construction job 30 fucking years tearing their bodies apart. You know what I'm saying? And so the jobs maybe have changed, but the guy that was working at the factory got a dope pension when he got the fuck out, got good retirement when he got the fuck out, was, you know, left making $100,000 a year and was good. Now $100,000 a year, you might be okay depending on where you're at. But if you're in places like Cali, now where we're headed to, that's not even going to get you in the fucking door. Right. You see what I'm saying? And so, you know, people have good paying jobs, $60,000, $70,000 a year jobs, and still driving fucking Uber, still driving Lyft to get to the bag. You know what I'm saying? And so we've gone away from our purposes, our dreams, and now everybody wants the same dream, entertainment. Right. How can we get into entertainment? Because it's the one thing you can look at. It's everywhere, social media, whatever, YouTube, It's one thing. It's like, oh, if I sneak in there, I can get in there. But there's so much more. There's so much more to do. You know what I'm saying? And so I think that, and what I'm trying to make this point is, to your point, you got to find your purpose within all of that. Like, get to the bag, but don't let the bag consume you.
Right.
Don't let because at the end of the day, my guys, my gals, whatever, it's going to be all good. Sometimes you just got to scale back what you spend in. We live in a consumer-based, consumer-driven culture where it's buy, new. You don't have these type of jeans on, the Fashion Nova, the new J's, the whoop-de-whoop. You don't look this type of way. Why? You not doing, why? You know what I'm saying? Oh, you a bum because you got on some good looking pair of Pumas, but they not, that motherfuckers kind of fly.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I hope I'm not all over the place. What I'm really trying to rein in is like, the bag has become so much more important than actually trying to find your purpose, because I really feel, you know, the generation before us, bro, and even our generation was like exploring and trying, you know what I'm saying? And the kids now are just like the bread. Right. Now there is a lot of generation that's kicking back on working the regular jobs and trying to do what they want to do. But again, it's all very laser focused, blinders on, because it's just like, oh, it's the social media. And there's so many other ways, so many other things you can do. You know what I'm saying? Look at Anthony Freeman, you know what I'm saying, who's affecting the community positively. You know what I mean? There's so many. So the purpose for him was way more important than the bag. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And so
I think the purpose, again, I'll say it again, man, the purpose is always more important than the bag.
I believe so too. I'm just saying it's society wise.
But I think this is an important conversation, because I think most people need to hear that your purpose is way more important than getting whatever money you think you have in store. It's not going to make you happier.
Right.
It's just not. It might pay your bills, which is fine. Right. Because everybody wants their bills paid. Right. And I mean just bare and essential bills.
Right.
I'm not talking extra credit card. I'm not talking like that.
Jungle Book.
I'm talking,
bare necessities.
Yes, the bare necessities.
Right.
We all need the bare necessities,
Facts.
right? So, but I think it's really important to stress how important that purpose is that you need to find.
Right.
For you. Again, I want to bring up us again. I already said, but I'm going to say it again. We went one way, and you're like, okay, that doesn't necessarily work.
Right. And the bag didn't come. I mean, not to the extent. Right.
Whatever.
Right.
Again, you shift course. There's nothing wrong with shifting course. Like, I think people think, oh, I hit a dead end. What am I going to, and you do. You have that moment of, what am I going to do now? Well, that's when you got to dig a little deep inside yourself and find what else is there. Everybody, and I mean everybody, has a multitude of things that they are good at and that they can do. I mean, that can legit be, man, I love working on motorcycles. But they don't think, for whatever reason, people don't go, I want to do that for a job.
Right.
Why not? You're really good at it. Like, you can start your own business. Forget about going to Harley Davidson or a Honda place or whatever, you know, to work at one of those places. Start building your own, you know what I mean? Like, start doing your own thing, bro. If you're riding a motorcycle, guaranteed you have people that you probably ride with or know that ride. So if you need help, start that way. You know what I mean? There's always little avenues that you could go. You just got to think a little bit like, I like doing this. Let's do this.
Right.
It doesn't have to be so glamorous, too. And I think that's the other part of
No, because there's definitely people that, like, they want to work a regular job. Like, that is their purpose. They want to start with this company. This is what they're interested in. Like you said, climb the corporate ladder.
Yeah.
Retire after 30 years.
Maybe it's marketing,
Get their
man.
retirement.
Maybe you love working in marketing. Maybe
Whatever
you want
it
to be
is.
like the top dog in marketing
Whatever it is.
in this particular.
And that's your purpose. That's great.
Or you're like, you know what, this company's not it. I'll go do marketing over here.
Okay, now so
Which
go ahead,
is
go ahead.
fine. You know what I mean? Like that purpose too. And I think that is another thing too. Like, so, because bagging on this is, working a corporate ladder, but maybe you work at a company and you're like, this doesn't align with me.
Right.
That's fine.
Right.
Go to this other company. They might be better. You know what I mean? You might get paid a little bit less.
Right.
Guaranteed, if you like that company better, you're going to probably love
That's a fact.
working for that
That's a
particular
fact.
company, right?
That's a great point.
Team. You have a great team. You might maybe $20,000 less.
That's a great point, bro.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I guarantee it.
Yeah. Great
You
point.
will be happier
Taking a little bit less. Yeah.
because then you don't have to deal with the bullshit that was going on over at
And that's hard for
Place
people
X,
to do, bro.
you know?
That's hard for people to do.
It is. It is a hard
'Cause,
thing.
man, when that bread look good, it look good.
Again,
No, man.
don't chase I don't think anybody should really chase a bag. You know what I mean? You chase, I think this is important too, because you should know what you're worth. And I think people have a really false sense of what they're worth. And I believe in both directions. I think people go, man, I'm worth $200 an hour. No, you're not. Really think about that. And then some people are really down on themselves. I'm only worth like $10 an hour. No, you ain't, fool. No, you are not. And that kind of goes with the confidence. But once you have the purpose, you should have the confidence of knowing, oh, this particular job that I'm doing makes X amount of money. I'm making X amount of money. You know what I mean? Have the real expectation of the bag. Don't have this inflated look of the bag either.
You singing the gospel right now. Oh, God damn. No, and bro, all facts. You know what I'm saying? And again, but now let's circle it back to, does the purpose mean anything without the bag? Like, the bag has to,
listen, man,
or because then it's not a purpose, it's a hobby. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So like shout out to Sis. You know what I'm saying? She got her business. That was something that she loved doing.
Right.
That she focused on. That she started a business out of.
Right.
And it became successful. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I know she's not even remotely where she wants to be.
Right.
But there's a bag there, and it's not the bag that she wants, but the bag was like, okay, there's a bag there. She's not doing the other shit. She's solely doing this. Man, my street is active as hell today. God damn. They got a car show going on outside, but which y'all probably want to hear, but
Right.
but again, like, if she never really reaches that point, the purpose was fulfilled because the bag came.
I heard something once, and this always stuck with me, man. And it was somebody was talking about being a artist, painter. They were a painter, right? And they loved it. And this person only made, it was not very much money a year this person made, right? It was somewhere between $10,000 and like $25,000 a year this person made, and was like, I don't care how much money I make. Right. Like, in the sense, like, I know I need to make money, but it doesn't matter because I love this and I will never stop doing this. Okay. And that the purpose totally overrode the bag. Like, just, it didn't matter. Like, he almost had the sense of, I don't care if I make zero. I'll live on the street. Because it was so important to be happy doing what. Now, I'm not saying to be like that. I'm just saying that's an interesting way of looking at it, because you love something so deeply that you can be like, you know what? I need to do this for the rest of my life. And I don't care how much money I make. Now, I want to say that stuck out to me because I think that's a very interesting philosophy to have that not a lot of people have. And I don't necessarily agree with that, but there is something to what that person said. And that is, you have to love what you do.
You have to love what you do, for sure.
And I really...
That's the start of it.
I really think...
Then you have to work at it.
And you have to work at it, and sometimes money doesn't come for a while.
Yeah.
And you have to do...
You have to grind through it.
You have to do other stuff.
For sure.
It just is what it is,
for sure,
man.
100%.
Like, you gotta
But the bag has to... fuck all that. The bag has to... I don't care how big the bag is. So even if you're working a regular 9 to 5, but you're able to... Because that money's going to help you out no matter what, right? So even if you're doing your passion on the side and it's bringing in something, even if it's just play around money, fuck around money, like 10 to 25,000, that's fuck around money. If you have a regular job, it's like, cool, man. My job pays for my living,
right?
And this extra 10 to 25 is like, cool. I want to jet off here. Or I want to do this, or I want to buy the big screen TV. I want to redo my fucking backyard. I want to whatever, right? The bag is still there to justify the dream, the purpose. You know what I'm saying? How big the bag is, whether it's a goddamn knapsack or it's a gym bag, it doesn't fucking matter,
right?
But as long as it's there,
I think to kind of close this out, in a sense, because I think it really just matters up to you, right? What that bag is. I think both work hand in hand.
Yep.
Plain and simple. First of all, the purpose is more important than the bag in the sense of happiness. Now, you have to have the bag to live, eat, all that kind of just the bare essentials type of stuff. But really, kind of you have to find what your purpose is and what and what you want to do in life and who you want to be. Who do you want to be?
Right.
Find that out. That's a hard thing to do.
It is.
As a human being, it took me years, dude.
I still have no fucking clue.
It takes years, bro. It just does. And for whatever reason, you just go, and it might take you all the way towards the end of your life where you realize, okay.
I still have no idea.
It doesn't.
I had an idea yesterday to change this morning. You know what I'm saying?
Man, that's a whole other conversation about change and stuff. But anyways, but find your purpose.
Yeah.
And then that purpose, just make it align with the bag, I would say. Make it parallel, would you?
Way. Zeke dropping, man. He's drinking the gospel today. Make the purpose align with the bag. What you been watching, man? What you been smoking that ayahuasca? What is that ayahuasca? You on some next level shit today, man. Killing them.
Yeah. Anyways, you know what, man? I do watch stuff about.
For sure, me too.
About life. And I think it's good to get. I think it's good to get other people's perspective on certain things.
For sure, 1,000%.
And I would say don't take anything as gospel with these people. 1,000%. Just take it as a learning. Somebody saying something and going, oh, that's kind of interesting. I thought about that way. You know what I mean? And then let your internal thoughts guide you and direct you into the way that you need to go. Because I think it is important to hear. Obviously, we're talking, right?
Right.
We want people to hear this, and you don't have to agree with anything we just said.
Right.
Nothing.
Right.
But take it and go, okay, I could think. Let me think about this.
Right.
I never thought about it.
Right.
I never thought about the purpose in the bag.
Facts.
I'm going to think about it and then apply it to my life, or think about it and kind of interweave
my
it.
Bag?
Yeah, exactly.
Gotta make that motherfucker align. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, man, y'all let us know down in the comment section what y'all think. You know what I'm saying? Is the purpose bigger than the bag? Is the bag more important? Do you need the bag to justify the purpose? If so, let us know. If not, let us know.
Yep.
Have you guys found your purpose? You know what I'm saying? And has your purpose aligned with your bag? Let us know. Comment section below. Tell a friend to tell their mama and a grandmama the gray space ain't causing no drama, and we riding slow like llamas. I don't know.
Did you just watch a battle or something?
No,
bro?
I don't know. You know where I watched that Snoop Dogg Corona commercial, and so that's what made me think of that, because he's like, you'll say, "Oh, geez," because we got long knees and a palm breeze, and it's like, what the fuck are you talking about?
You guys stay safe. You guys stay positive out there.
And as always, this is the Gray Space. Peace.